Welcome everyone. I'm Abby from Fitness, Nutrition and Mindset, and I help busy working people in losing fat, getting their metabolism at the right place, build muscles, and just provide them built with science exercise routines for their overall better life, better longevity. So link is in the comment section if you would like to join my free fitness group, or if you would like to schedule a call with me so that I will look at your fitness goals to see if I can help you in achieving your goals, fitness goals in the next 3 to 6 months. So with that, let's get started, guys. So the first thing that I would like to talk with you, right? I think I was in my last 12 years of experience, I have seen two groups of people. One group is highly successful with fitness, the other group is a complete failure with fitness. So the most important thing that I see with the guys who are successful is that get back they always get back to the feet after some life event happens, right? So because life will happen to you and it happens to everyone. So what I mean to say is, if someone is down with flu or with fever or some life even happened, he's going to get back in a week or two when possible. While on the other side, right, the group who is always a failure with fitness, they make excuses like, I am busy, I don't have time, I can't do that, I can't do this, right? So they will always be a failure whether they used hundreds of supplements, whether they keep running every day, it doesn't matter, right? So you have to be consistent, you have to accept that the life will happen, and you have to have some systems for fitness and nutrition in your life. So the successful group always have accountability coaches, fitness coaches that can help them in moving towards their fitness goals. They know what they are eating, they know their daily calorie intake, they know their maintenance calories, and they are dialed up, right? They know what are their maintenance calories and all those things, right? So if you don't know that, it's very difficult to succeed in fitness, right? So the unsuccessful people are always running behind keto, paleo, creatine, and all the other things to find success. And it's very difficult, right? So you have to track what's your maintenance calories, what's your bulking calories, what's your body fat percentage, what's your testosterone level. If you don't know all these things, you can't succeed in fitness. So that being said, let's get started, right? So this is a topic to steps to build a balanced and symmetrical body that not only looks good but also performs well, right? So what I mean to say is the universal attraction is the symmetrical body, right? So I have seen a lot of people working out, and their right side is more strong than their left side, right? Or maybe vice versa, right? So it might happen. So we will discuss how to reduce that. What can we do about that, right? The first moment the guys visibly experience an imbalance in their bodies, right, it's very difficult to visibly see that, right? If you're doing only bench press and bilateral movements like shoulder press with barbell, it's very difficult to see that there is some imbalance that exists from left to right, right? So now I think what you will train, you make it stronger. What I mean to say is, right, if you're lifting a barbell with your chest, right, bench press, it's possible that more force is being applied from your right chest than your left one, right? So that may create an imbalance. You might not know, but it compounds every day you are working out. Okay, and the issue will be that lot of your body parts will keep lagging behind. So now what we can do is, right, so these are the steps that you can take for an attractive functional body that grows well, that moves well, right? So the first thing is eat to build, right? So what I mean to say is that you have to eat more. Okay, eat more, eat close to your maintenance calories, and whenever you feel that your maintenance, your metabolism is in proving increase your maintenance calories to around 100 calories every day and see how your body is behaving, right? So you have to eat more to build, right? So if you are eating way low protein, you, the you won't be able to build any attractive body or a body that looks good, right? So this is the first step, right? Eat more protein, eat more food, better food, natural food, whole foods. Okay. And notice how your body is changing. Take some pictures, take your waist measures, and know your data. Know your body data that last year, this month, my body fat percentage was this, right? So in my program, we monitor each and every matrix. That's how you get below 15% body fat. There is no way out. If you are not measuring your body, you are not going to get even below 20% body fat. Okay, you can try anything out. So measure your body, first thing. Second thing is you have to start utilizing isometric exercises. So what happens, right? A lot of people come into my program and one or the other body part is lagging, right? Whether their chest is lagging or whether their biceps is lagging or whether their back is lagging, right? So what I do is it's not like you have to do more exercise, but we have to focus on doing some kind of isometric exercises. And isometric exercises, when I say, it is kind of uh, static movement, right? So it's a little confusing. For example, if you're doing a barbell bench press, right, and you're moving the weight up and down, right? So now what I'll say is move the weight like in 30 seconds down and take 15 to 20 seconds to move it up. So very, very slow movements, right? So it will be like you are not even moving the weight, right? So that's what happens is lot more muscle fibers of your chest gets involved here to lift the weight. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to make lightweight feel heavy. And doing that, we get a strong signal from the nervous system that we have that, okay, we have to activate all the muscle fibers of the chest, right? So that's a very good way to bring that lagging body part up, right? So we have to utilize those isometrics. And this is not only with chest, we can do similar things with the legs exercise. While doing squats, you can move very slow down and then move up, right? Take 30 seconds to move down. And maybe if you're not able to get too low on the squats, try it without weights and just stay there at the lowest position of the squats, right? You have to just stay there. And once you stay there, your body get used to it, right? So that's an isometric position that you are staying there. So within the exercise, a lot of times what happens is a lot of people are not able to achieve that position in an exercise, right? So someone is doing overhead press for shoulders, he's not able to completely stretch his hands up in the air so that you get a good contraction and expansion in your shoulders. So we try those isometrics so that you get full range of motions and your shoulders grow much better, right? It's better for your overall life health and longevity and joint health as well. So utilize isometrics, right? So that your range of motion is better, so that your lagging body part is coming up, and it's just about just same movement. The movements are going to remain the same. It's just you have to hold on to that position in an exercise. Okay, that's the second thing. The third thing is you have to start doing unilateral training. Now, what is unilateral training? Unilateral training is I see a lot of people just using a bench every time, right? So, as a new stimulus, try using dumbbells, right? So, for example, right, I'll give you instead of doing barbell bench press for chest, what you can do is you can have dumbbells and you can have like one dumbbell at a time for the chest press, right? So do like 12 reps with only right side and then 12 with only left side. So that's unilateral. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to do the left side first and then the right side. Okay. Or whatever it works, right? So whatever is your weak part, try to do exercise on that part first. So that's unilateral, right? So one, if you, for example, if you're doing biceps exercise, right, just do it with left left hand, right? Hit 12 reps, whatever exercise you're doing then do it with right hand, same 12 reps. So that's unilateral. So we are forcing each side to be stronger in a similar way, right? Because what happens is if you are doing with a barbell bench, your right hand might dominate than your left hand. And when that happens, that the right might get stronger and it'll fall apart, like there will be no symmetry, right, after a few months or few years. So that's what unilateral training is, training one side at a time, right? So for legs, generally, I prefer that people do Bulgarian split squats. It's a very good way to do unilateral training, one leg at a time. It'll also bring very nice balance in your body, and you don't need any weights. You can just do just search for Bulgarian split squats or just split squats, right? And just do it with the body weight. Do it every day. You will see that how your body changes with respect to symmetry, right? And yeah, just try doing that. So incorporate unilateral training one side at a time. Another point is after doing this, right? So what's the issue with unilateral training is that, yeah, it's going to build symmetry and all those things, but mostly the issue is that you're not going to build a lot of strength because you cannot lift very heavy weight with unilateral training. You can only lift heavy weights with bilateral training. So once you are in your program, you have unilateral training, you have to incorporate bilateral training as well, right? So what will happen is once you are done with unilateral training, one side at a time with dumbbells or body weight, go back to bilateral training, which is like lifting with squats, barbell bench press. What you will realize is doing unilateral training, you will get much, much stronger when you are doing bilateral, right? So your bilateral movements will become better, range of motion will become better, and you will be lifting way, way more and better while doing barbell bench press or barbell squat. So keep switching, have some unilateral training exercises in your routine and also bilateral. So just mix it up and do it, right? So because bilateral is very good for increasing your strength, unilateral is good for your symmetry, balance, and everything. So you have to balance all those workouts. So that's one thing. And then you can keep repeating the cycle, right? Sometimes what might happen is that you have to focus more on unilateral. Sometimes you have to focus more on bilateral because sometimes you're focusing on building the balance of your body. Sometimes you want to build your strength up, right? So concentrate on that. Then another thing is mobility drills, right? Now, what are mobility drills? So what happens, right? In any exercise, for example, for the chest barbell bench press, you are moving the weight up and down, and that is very, very damaging for the muscles, right? So if I ask you, can you do the same exercise barbell bench press with very heavy weight every day? That will be very damaging for your chest muscles because actually in gym you are just tearing down your muscles, right? You're not building anything. So you once you start aging, doing very heavy exercises, same exercises is not beneficial for you. So what I do is, for example, I'll give you an example, right? For legs, you can't do heavy squats every day. That's going to tear your muscles down and your knees will go, your joints will not be good, right? So what I do is I do kind of sled drives, right? Now, what are sled drives? I don't know whether you go to gym, but in the gym, you have sleds where you can hold and you can push them, right? So when you are pushing them, you're using your glutes, you're using your quads, and you're using your kind of other joints like ankle joints and all the joints to move the sleds, right? Now, the benefit is that you are not damaging the muscles as much and you can push those sleds every day, right? And what you'll notice is you're still building muscles, but you can do that kind of exercise every day where they are not damaging your muscles much, right? So that's a very good and interesting way to build muscles without damaging them a lot, like sled drives, right? Just search for them or maybe look out for them in the gym. So I try to do it maybe every other day, sled drives, and I haven't noticed any soreness in my quads, in my legs. But if you think about it, if you're doing squats every day, which is actually not possible because it's going to kill your quads and glutes, right? But even if you say that you do it, right, your quads and legs will be sore the entire day. You're not building that much muscles either because the recovery is not there, right? So when you use sled drives and those kind of movements, right, you will see that yeah, you can do it every day without much damage to your muscles, and you're still building those big quads, right? And your glutes are growing as well with just natural movements of the sleds, right? Sled drive. So that's one thing, right? Another thing is a lot of people come to me with different goals. They always say, I want to lose fat, lose fat, lose fat, and all those things, right? But we work on that. It's mostly nutrition thing, and we have few exercises other than that as well. But I think you have to train for performance as well. So I have different exercises routines that I put my clients in for 3 months, and where they are only training to improve their performance, and not for the goal is not to build muscles, because we transition from one phase to other phase. So the first phase will be, okay, we are aiming to lose fat. Next phase will be to build muscles. Then it will be for performance and endurance, right? So we move in different phases. So I want them to be training for performance goal as well, right? Generally, it's not only for athletes, but everyone should do that. And it's a totally different exercise workout routine, right? So you can um, talk to me, or you can just you can just google it out, right? Performance exercise routines, it's not built to strengthen your particular body part, but it'll improve your performance, overall health and life. Okay, so concentrate on that. Another thing for a symmetrical body, attractive body, is that I see that a lot of people, very most of the time, sort of people, they concentrate on bicep curls, tricep exercises, and those isolation movements, right? You don't have to do that, right? If you want a symmetrical, attractive body, concentrate on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, chin ups, pull ups. All right. So these are the basic exercises that if you do, you get the biggest returns, right? So that's the best thing you can do. That concentrate on all these compound movements 3 times a week, right? That's all you have to do, and don't focus on those curls, because you'll be surprised if I'll tell you that deadlifts, squats, pull-ups, chin-ups will build your biceps, triceps greatly in a better way than all those bicep curls and all those things, right? So whatever you see in the gym, those machines, bicep machine, everything, just ignore that. Leg press machine, just ignore that. Don't even try to go close to them, right? Because they don't come close to what's happening in your life, right? Squat is the most common movement that a person does every day. Okay, so try to focus on all these compound movements, and don't look for all these machines. Like press machine is just waste of time, right? So this is going to build huge strength and big muscles for you. Okay, another thing is, as I already said, that train full body every time, right? I have seen it again and again and again. People are training one body part at a time, then they miss 4 days and they are not able to train their legs, right? It's not good. Okay, it's really not good. So the most I have seen people can work out in a week is 3 days. So that's efficient, and it helps in your recovery, and it is the most convenient for everyone sustainable workouts, that you have to focus on 3 days full body workouts. That's it, no more, no less. Okay, other days can be used for walking more, recovering your muscles more. So I have a schedule for the other days what you can do, but it's not going to be very hard sessions for the next few days, right? So 3 days train full body every time. Okay, another thing is with like steps and walking. That's a hidden secret, that people always want to push their bodies, but walking is so easy, right? You can easily walk like 10,000 steps every day. So if you can walk 10,000 steps every day, every day, irrespective of what's going on in your life, even when you're sick or something, walking is very easy. Okay, so that's the one thing that I have realized. It's a magic secret that people are using to get down from maybe 17, 18% body fat to 10% body fat. Okay, the secret is not running, the secret is not pushing yourself, the secret is not anything else hard, right? It's not orange theory boot camps, right? The secret is walking and your steps. Record your steps. Okay, once you record your steps, once you walk every day, you realize that at least 3 to 4% body fat changes will come in couple of months. Okay, focus on that. That's very critical, and that's one of the important metrics that we track in my program. So that's one thing. Another thing is recovery, right? most, I think I've seen a lot of people, 80 to 90% people are just pushing the gym for 5 to 6 days, which is not required, right? So once you ask them that what is your progress, how strong you're becoming if you are going 5 to 6 days, or how much you're losing fat, they don't even know, right? They just want, like, they're just taking some frustration in their life, in their exercise routines, right? Or maybe they're using their egos, right? Which is not required, right? So we focus on recovery. We don't want anyone to go more than 3 days full body, right? If their routine allows. And then for the next few days, we have ways that we will still be losing fat and building muscles with our built with science exercise routines and nutrition strategies that we have. And we most often focus on recovery. So if you're not sleeping 7 plus hours, forget about growing. Okay, you cannot grow. You can use every supplement in the world, but if you're not sleeping well, you're not recovering well, you cannot build muscles or you cannot lose fat. Okay, because your body is stressed out, it wants to keep fat. So focus on recovery if you want to. This is, if you can take one thing out of this video, right? I would say focus on more sleeping, focus on recovery. Don't push your body, ignore Orange Theory, don't go to boot camps. Okay, they are waste of everyone's time. It'll kill your metabolism. Okay, and then I think and the last thing is, for your body to be strong, you need a good testosterone level. I'm talking to all the males, right? So, and a lot of male, and I think whoever I talk to, they never monitor what's their testosterone levels, right? So find a functional doctor in your area, not a normal doctor. He doesn't know anything about what he's talking about. He may know, but I think uh, I want to go more in detail. What's my testosterone level? What's the free testosterone levels in your body, right? I want to know all those details. So only functional doctor would know that this is what it is and what's going on and what you can do with your testosterone level, right? Because what I have seen is the people in 20s are having so low testosterone levels. I can't tell you, right? So if you have a lot of body fat, your levels are way down. Okay, and they are going to keep going down until unless you start weight training, taking care of your body, and using some kind of functional doctor to monitor your levels, right? Your hormones levels. So I don't, I can't say like people come to me with a testosterone level like close to 200, and I haven't seen people with above 600, 700 most of the times because of the busy life, stressed life. They are not focusing on their body. They just, I want this business, I want this job, and all those things, right? They are not investing in their body, so they will realize soon. That's the issue. I think it comes back. The body starts giving up after 35, 40. So get a good functional doctor, invest in your bodies, and if you would like to talk to me, the link is in the comment section. Join the free fitness phase group if you want to, and let's achieve your fitness goals. And if you have any other comments, leave it, and I'll try to answer them. I hope this topic made sense. I think we'll talk again next week. Till then, bye.